So obviously Age of Overlord is introducing a bunch of really broken splashable engines, but that's another video for another day. How about the engines that you can incorporate in your deck right now? I mean, there's a bunch of them, so this video is definitely going to be packed with a lot of content. But of course, I can't be doing any of that without your support. So please show me some love and smash the like and subscribe button. There you go, you're the best, I absolutely love you, and now let's proceed. So I'll start off with the DDD engine because obviously it's been pretty good in Unchained, but it could also be good in pretty much just any going second strategy generically. It's kind of similar to the Brilliant Fusion engine because you do have to play 3 good cards, which are Dark Contract with a Gate, and 1 bad card, which is Vice Requiem King. So basically you will be going Dark Contract to search the Vice Requiem, and then you're going to be skilling it, and then special summon it by destroying your Dark Contract, and then summon a Machine X on top. The cherry on the cake is the fact that you're giving your Machine X the extra ability to destroy a card on the field by shuffling back a Dark Contract from your field or graveyard into the deck. So you get to summon a 3k Xyz monster that gets to destroy a card on the field, you're gaining 1000 life points, and you're also not forced to use your normal summon. And then after that, you can go into a Zeus and clear the board even more. Yeah, that's kind of crap for going second. And you're also not losing to Shifter, and you're not locking yourself under anything. The benefits are obvious, and so are the drawbacks. Easy board breaking, but you do have to play a ratio of 3 good cards to 1 bad card. Drawing the Vice Requiem isn't the end of the world because you can still combo off, but it's kind of annoying. If your deck is capable of mulliganing cards from your hand into the deck for other cards, then you're fine. I am especially talking about decks that can summon cards like Saryuja, but obviously there's other options. And of course, this engine's drawbacks could be hugely mitigated thanks to cards like Phantasme. Alright, next up is pretty simple. A small Kashtira engine. Could be just 3 Fenrir, or even 3 Fenrir with 1 copy of Rysart to allow you to go into rank 4 or rank 7 plays. The Vanquish Soul deck is already doing that because Fenrir allows you to get either an Earth or a Fire monster that allows you to use the effect of your Vanquish Souls by revealing attributes. And not to mention that again, Rysart can special summon itself to make you summon a rank 4, rank 7 monster, which is really good going second to break boards. But do keep in mind that you are locked under Xyz only when you special summon Rysart from the hand with its effect. But yeah, you're doing all of that with pretty much 1 card, and you're still keeping Fenrir on the board, which is really good because every single turn you get to generate a free... But again, Fenrir just does so much on its own because every single turn you get a free +1, and you get to banish cards your opponent controls. As a matter of fact, it's amazing in the purely deck because the +1 that you're getting could be a discard fodder for your quick play spell cards. And of course, again, Fenrir allows you to gain access to outing annoying floodgates, which is really nice. It's a Pancratops that you could actually main deck instead of having to only being able to play it going second. There you go, that's the best way to put it. Now, the Brave Token engine is kind of a given, but I'm still gonna have to cover it. It's really good in decks that kind of lose to hand traps so that your Wandering Griffin Rider can protect you from anything. And of course, everything is like a 1-card combo, either with Rite of Aramesia or Water Enchantress. And Water Enchantress can search your right either by banishing itself from the hand or graveyard, so if you can discard it or send it to the graveyard, it's even better for you. So in other words, this card is really good in decks that discard a lot or mill a lot, and of course, if you don't care about your normal summon, all the better. Because that is the one drawback with the Brave Token engine, the fact that it's shutting down the effect of whatever monster you normal summon this turn. And yes, it's this turn, not for the rest of the turn. So there is no loopholes. The Sprite deck can definitely take advantage of the discard that you get from Fateful Adventure though, because if you're discarding something like Nimble Angler, you summon Double Beaver and you pop off even harder. Yeah, that was very interesting. With that said, try to be good at the game and stop drawing the Equip spell, Bernard. It's a really good card, but you're not trying to draw it because you're getting it for free with the Fateful Adventure anyways. It's not the end of the world if you draw it because it's not a Garnet, but it's kind of like a Taketumborg, just like the DDD Vice King Requiem. Fateful Adventure also isn't really super ideal to draw, but it's not the end of the world because at least it does something. But yeah, if you can use your Brave Token and your other monsters that you're summoning with the Fateful Adventure for something like Synchro or Link plays, then that's even better. But yeah, it's pretty decent, but kind of everybody already knows about it. Anyways, next up would be the Runic engine, which is especially popular in Sprite because the Hugin is level 2 and that's really good with Sprite. But now that Sleipnir is a thing, you can actually do way more. You can start breaking boards like there is no tomorrow because it kind of banishes monsters until the end of the turn just like Farfa. And you can also use it for like a, I don't know, a Synchro or an Xyz play, which is really nice. But the one thing that you have to know with the Runic engine is that it's a really huge package. It's 17 cards because you have to play 5 different quick play spells as 3 ofs each, and you also have to play 2 fountains. And you also have to dedicate a few slots to your extra deck for the fusion monsters. So yeah, deck building wise, it's a lot of commitment, and also gameplay wise, it's huge because you're never really getting a battle phase. You're typically winning with resources, but you get like an infinite grind game with this engine. So yeah, the Runic cards offer you insane resourcefulness because you have access to everything. So MST, negation, freaking destruction, everything you can think of, and a lot of draws. You could be really creative with the Runic engine and actually play it in other decks. Could work in like Kashtira or Tier Elements or Plunder Patrol, literally anything. Anyways, this video would be missing something if I forgot to cover the fusion spell cards. I'm talking about Fusion Destiny and Red Ice Fusion. Predaplant Verte Anaconda is banned, so the goal is actually to draw the fusion spells. I said the fusion spells, not the fusion materials, so stop being bad at the game. Wait, hold on, I'm talking to myself. Always galoot in my hand. Anyways, if you want more copies of Red Eyes Fusion, you can also play Red Eyes Insight, but then you have to play Red Eyes Wyvern, which is kinda garbage. So that would be a ratio of 6 good cards to 3 bad cards, which is 2 for 1. It's kinda worse than the DDD engine, because you're gonna be drawing the bricks more often, but it's at the same time not the end of the world, because if you can resolve Red Eyes Fusion, you kinda win the game. Even going second against the Kashtira board, you're pretty much breaking everything, and you don't have to successfully send anything to the graveyard, the cards can get banished, and it's fine. I mean, trust me, the Kashtira deck seriously struggles dealing with Dragoon. And if you're playing Dragoon in a trap deck, it's even worse, because now you can start protecting your traps with Dragoon, and if your opponent has Dust or Lightning Storm, does nothing. Now, Phoenix Enforcer is no slouch either, but it's not as good as Dragoon. The difference between both is that the materials needed for Phoenix Enforcer are infinitely better because at least Celestial does something. You know, unlike Dark Magician and Red Eyes, which are kinda, you know, useless. But with the Fusion Destiny package, you're getting Dasher and Celestial to the grave, and Celestial will of course allow you to draw 2 cards next turn. So this package is usually really good in the branded decks such as, you know, Chimera or Despia. But you could also play Dragoon in these decks because if you are playing the Light Hex Sealed Fusion or something, then, you know, that's an easy way to summon Dragoon. Now we're not done yet though, because I do have to talk about the Bestial engine. So historically, this engine has seen play in 3 decks, so Dragon Link, obviously, no shit, and Tearlaments and Despia. By the way, when I say the Bestial engine, I'm talking about a lot of the Bestial cards. So that includes Lubellion and Regained, not just Magnamut and Jouisworm. The goal is to use these cards as interruptions that also get your stuff going and kinda get you like an infinite grind game. I mean, you're getting an end-phase search or recycle with Magnamut, you're getting a draw with Regained, and a consistent special summon off of Regained as well. You can break boards simply using this engine, and I know that because I've done that myself at bigger events. And it performs extremely well against light and dark decks because you don't have to rely on banishing your own cards. Because, you know, if you always have to draw the nuts and the bestials, it's kinda dog shit. I will be honest though, this engine might not necessarily be the best while Kashtira is a thing because they don't really care about bestials, obviously. With that said, these cards could be extremely relevant if a ban list were to change everything up. Now, the last engine that I wanted to discuss on this video was the Punk engine. It's way worse than it was before because Chaos Ruler is no longer a thing. But you can still turbo out rank 3s or level 8 synchros, level 11 synchros, rank 8s, etc. The Gold Pride deck is by far the best deck at using the Punk engine because paying life points is actually a good thing for you. And one single Xiamen or emergency teleport pretty much is full combo for you. And when I say full combo, I mean a lot of interruptions. But it's an extremely complicated deck to play, and people with not too much experience might struggle with that deck. But the good news is other decks can utilize the Punk engine too. Depends on your needs and goals, but I've seen a lot of cool things happen even without Chaos Ruler. You can search Ghost Ogre with the Jam Dragon Drive, and then you can make Zombie Vampire and mill a bunch of cards, revive back a monster. Or you can make Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord and then not lose to Nibiru. Again, that's off of one single Xiamen or emergency teleport. But yeah, most of these engines are kind of like a case-by-case scenario anyways. Just mess around with them until you find the perfect recipe. Anyways, with that said, that's all I had for this video. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.